Hello, Math and Finance. Time for some homework. All right, problem number 3 says a phone company set the following rate schedule for an M-minute call from any of its payphones. Basically 70 cents for less than or equal to 6 minutes, 70 cents plus 24 cents for each additional minute over 6 minutes, and that's if it's an integer. And here, this is the greatest integer function, and this is if the value is not an integer. Okay. Part A says, what is the cost of a call that is under 6 minutes? What is the cost of a 14-minute call? And what is the cost of a 9.5 minute call? Here, I just wrote out the function again, same function. Part A says cost under 6 minutes. Basically, that's this first section, and under 6 minutes is simply going to be 70 cents. There's nothing to work out here. 70 cents, done. Part B, cost of a 14-minute call. Basically, that's going to be the second function here. So you're going to take 14, substitute the value in for m, and just work it out. 14 minus 6 is 8. 0.24 times 8 is $1.92. Add those, $2.62. That's it. Part C, cost of a 9.5 minute call. Basically, this value is not an integer, so you're going to use the greatest integer function. So I'm going to plug in 9.5 minus 6, which is 3.5. Greatest integer value for 3.5, excuse me. Over here I have some examples of greatest integer function. The input, then the output here. So here I have 3.5, which this will be 3. So greatest integer less than or equal to that value. So it's 3 plus 1, which is 4. Do the math, multiply those out, and we have $1.66. That is it for that problem. All right, problem number 5. It says phone companies itemize charges on monthly bills. There are several fees, call, surcharges, and taxes. There could be charges for maintenance of the phone wiring within the home. These charges inflate the bill because they are not included in the advertised basic service rate. Be sure to inquire about all extra fees when choosing a phone company. A bill from the Tell All phone company is shown. Basically, we have to look at the bill over here, analyze the information, and really just need to assess whether you can read the bill. Part A says find the total amount A that must be paid for just the extra charges shown in the bill. The extra charges, excuse me, the yeah, your extra charges are your additional charges here. This is the basic service charge of $39.99. Additional charges are these values here. So we're going to add all those values for that. Part B says find the total B that must be paid for this billing period. Well, basically, once you add up all those values, you're going to add that value plus your basic service fee. So let's pause and go to the slide. Okay, for 5A, when you add up all those additional charges, it's $12.86. For 12B, the $39.99 plus the $12.86, which is your additional fees, is $52.85. Now let's go and read Part C. Part C basically says what was the percent increase of the total bill when compared to the basic service cost. Round to the nearest percent. Percent increase of the total bill compared to the basic service cost. The total bill is when we added it all. The basic service is the $39.99. So let's go back to our slide. Okay, my old value is $39.99. That's the basic services. Your new value is $52.85. You just got to find the percent of increase from this value to this value. Basically, you take the difference, divide the difference by the original number, change to a percent. That's it. Okay, part D says if the basic service cost is B dollars, that's kind of like this, and the extra charges are E dollars, kind of like this, represent the charges as a percent of the basic cost algebraically. Here we need to create an algebraic expression. And here's your solution. Basically, E represents the extra charges divided by the basic charges plus the extra charges, and you're going to take this and multiply it by 100. That would change the value to a percent. And that's how you do part D.